Kia ora Aotearoa, I'm Met Service meteorologist Andrew James here with a look at your weather for the coming days. But today, Tuesday, we've got our eye on Cyclone Gabrielle in Bay of Plenty in the early morning this morning, moving southeast as the day goes on and into tomorrow as well, driving in a southerly flow, heavy rain right through this part of the map and up here as well, and some strong winds right throughout this part of the map. So taking a look there at those warnings, we do have orange heavy rain warnings right down the east coast, all the way down with a watch as far south as Christchurch, and a heavy rain warning for Mount Taranaki as well. And in terms of wind, it's not as extensive as it was, but we still have red warnings in place for wind in the upper North Island and in Taranaki, and some warnings in the central part of Aotearoa, as well as over here in Gisborne. And we do have a watch in place for the Chatham Islands as well for strong winds. So do take care wherever you are and stay up to date with your latest weather information there. So looking at the day on Tuesday, we see Cyclone Gabrielle moving farther off as the day gets on, and we do have that wind and that rain easing a little, but still wet conditions right down the east coast by the end of the day. Then looking ahead at Wednesday, we lose Gabrielle to a certain extent, but we do not lose the impacts, with some wet weather still continuing around the central part of Aotearoa and windy conditions too. However, those winds easing as the day goes on. So taking a look up north, we do have windy conditions to kick things off, but we have sunny, dry spells through the central part of the map here. Just the odd shower right throughout this area, and then into the afternoon hours, those showers do ease a little, that wind does ease a little. Things are looking pretty decent there for Wednesday. In the bottom part of the North Island, however, slightly different story, with southerlies driving in wet weather up the eastern part of this area. In the northern part, though, things do dry off into the afternoon. However, the capital staying wet and windy right through Wednesday and beyond. In the top of the South Island, we have an east-west split, but not the one we're used to. Wet and windy in the east and dry in the west. The likes of Blenheim may catch a shower, but most of the impacts of this are going to be around the Kaikoura coast, where we do have that rain warning in place. We do have a watch as far south as Christchurch and Banks Peninsula as well. In the bottom of the South Island, though, things are really driven by daytime heating. Timaru will get some rain from the system here, but down further south, really just looking at afternoon heat showers there. Most of those will be inland there. Most of those will be into the afternoon hours and then easing off at the back end of the day. Looking ahead, Thursday sees more of the same in the central part of New Zealand, but we do have a bit of an easing trend as the day goes on. So we do lose a bit of that wet weather for some of us, but we do see it also spreading farther north here and returning to some of these sodden eastern areas in the North Island. So do take care out there. So looking in the morning, we have the wet weather in the south and then the spreading up the eastern coast as the day gets on, affecting Gisborne and Napier into the afternoon hours there. And in the South Island, we have wet conditions in this northeastern corner, gradually easing off as the day goes on, but still remaining fairly windy right throughout the period. Then Friday, we start to really lose the system. We have the wet weather easing off in the east in the morning, and we start to see a ridge appearing in the Tasman Sea and starting to make its settling influence felt across Aotearoa. Really good news for those out there that will be in recovery. That's it from me, but you can get all your latest weather information at metservice.com.